I think all their work highlights the leadership failures of our current president. You see, when he was running for office, he said he would make it his first priority in his first-year agenda to reform our immigration system and make it work for the American people and for those who want to come here legally. He did not do that. Why is it? He had a Democrat House, Democrat Senate, all the support he needed. He did nothing. Why did he fail to do that? And so the Supreme Court had to step in because states had to step in. States looking to find a way to solve the problems he didn't address, tried to address it in their own ways, and now the Supreme Court's looked at it, and what we're left with is a bit of a muddle. But what we know is the president failed to lead. He failed to do what he said he'd do. And so instead of focusing on immigration, and of course on the big issue, which was the economy and getting the economy going, he instead focused on putting in place his health care reform called Obamacare. Now, as you know, the Supreme Court is going to be dealing with whether or not Obamacare is constitutional. If Obamacare is not deemed constitutional, then the first 3.5 years of this president's term will have been wasted on something that has not helped the American people. If it is deemed to stand, then I'll tell you one thing: we're going to have a president, and I'm that one that's going to get rid of Obamacare. We're going to stop it on day one. What we're witnessing is a failure of the president's policies. He did not deal with immigration. With regards to Obamacare, he put that as a higher priority than our economy, and as a result, we have had 40 straight months with unemployment above 8%. The economy's not working. Immigration is not working. This president has not been working in the right way for the American people. It's time for that to change. Tight spot, you guys. He's in a very tight spot because he said when he was running for office that he turned this
stand on that
around.
Bumper thing, though, so you don't.
You may recall that
flip on back.
He said on the Today Show if he couldn't turn around the economy,
thank you.
within 3 years he'd be a one-term president. And so he gave a speech the other day trying to convince people that he had turned the economy around. He said the private sector is doing just fine. And your voice is just like the voice of 23 million people around the country who shouted out and said, oh, we're not so happy. This private sector is not doing so fine. And when people who were promised that if they let the government borrow $787 billion, that unemployment would stay